So in this video, I'm going to prove from first principles that the derivative of coth x with respect to x is minus cosech squared x. So we know from first principles that the derivative of coth x is the limit as delta x approaches 0 of coth of x plus delta x minus coth of x over delta x. And we know coth x is e to the x plus 1, e to the x plus e to the minus x over e to the x minus e to the minus x, which if we multiply the denominator and numerator by e to the x, we just get e to the 2x plus 1 over e to the 2x minus 1. So if we substitute that into here, we're going to get the limit as delta x approaches 0 of e to the 2x plus delta x plus 1 over e to the 2x plus delta x minus 1 minus e to the 2x plus 1 over e to the 2x minus 1, all multiplied by 1 over delta x. Now if we combine these two fractions, we get the limit as delta x approaches 0 of e to the 2x plus delta x plus 1 times e to the 2x minus 1 minus e to the 2x plus 1 times e to the 2x plus delta x minus 1 all over e to the 2x plus delta x minus 1 times e to the 2x minus 1. Now we can expand these brackets, we should multiply by 1 over delta x. So now we can expand these brackets, giving us e to the 4x plus 2 delta x plus e to the 2x minus e to the 2x plus delta x minus 1 minus e to the 4x plus 2 delta x plus e to the 2x plus delta x minus e to the 2x minus 1. We'll leave these two just unexpanded, so e to the 2x plus delta x minus 1 times e to the 2x minus 1, all multiplied by 1 over delta x. So from here we can now collect some terms. So we get the limit as delta x approaches 0, 1 over delta x times, now this e to the 4x plus 2 delta x will cancel out here, and this minus 1 will cancel out with this plus 1. And then we're left with 2 e to the 2x minus 2 e to the 2x plus delta x. And we're actually going to take a minus 2 out of this, which means we flip the order. So we get minus 2 times e to the 2x plus delta x minus e to the 2x. Now we're going to multiply in our 1 over delta x here. And then we're going to multiply by 1 over e to the 2x plus delta x minus 1 times e to the 2x minus 1. Now we can evaluate this limit. So we know that this is just the derivative of e to the 2x from first principles, and we know using the chain rule that the derivative of e to the 2x is just 2e to the 2x. So if we have minus 2 times 2e to the 2x, we're going to get minus 4e to the 2x. And then this is going to be divided by, so as delta x approaches 0, this will just approach e to the 2x minus 1. So e to the 2x minus 1 times e to the 2x minus 1, which is just e to the 2x minus 1 squared. Now this is the same as minus 2e to the x squared over e to the 2x minus 1 squared, which is the same as minus 2 over, or 2e to the x over e to the 2x minus 1, all squared if we combine these two squares together. Now this is the same as minus 1 over. Now let's divide the denominator and numerator by e to the x. So this should be 1 over this should be minus 2 over e to the x minus e to the minus x squared, which is the same as minus 1 over e to the x minus e to the minus x over 2 squared. Now this is just sinh x, so this becomes sinh squared x. So it's minus 1 over sinh squared x, which is just minus cosech squared x. And then we're done. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or video suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe now.